Hello, good morning everyone. Myself, Dr. Rita Singh Rathore, and the today's topic is structure of human resource management. As previously we discussed about what is human resource management, what is the evaluation period of the human resource management, what is the actual meaning of the human resource management. Now, we will go for the structure of the human resource management, like the how the every HR manager work accordingly. So, in the structure of the human resource management, the managers will lead and direct the routine functions of the human resource department in the organization. That how the humans will work relevant to the multiple features, because there are in the structure multiple key components are there, and it depends on the size of the organization, area of the organization, and which may be vary based on the size and the complexity of the organization. So in the next slides, there are a general outline of the HR managerial structure, that how they design the structure of working with the humans of the organization for the organizational welfare and for the personal growth of the individual employees also. So whenever they design the structure, then the first step is the HR planning and the recruitment. So what is the HR planning and the recruitment? Where they ensure the best fit between the employees and the jobs, like the which person is suitable for the particular job, while avoiding manpower shortage or the surplus. Like there shouldn't be the shortage of the manpower, and the excess also not required. So there are the multiple steps are there, and in this department is responsible for forecasting the organization's human resource needs, like whatever the needs are there amongst the employee, that the HR will fulfill, and identify the job roles and developing strategies for the attracting and recruiting the right talent. Suppose that someone is very much skilled in a designing and they need some graphic designer, then they will choose the person according to the job role, that particular skills are existing in the employees or not, and further they may give some trainings also, but the basic thing should be there. Accordingly they will plan. And the second step is there after the selection and the recruitment process, that is a employee onboarding orientation. So the things, what is the orientation, what they will do there. So orientation starts on the employee's first day. When there is a first day of the job, that time they organize the orientation. During the onboarding usually begins before new hires officially start, and where they explain about the company, about the job role and all the things. So once the candidate are hired, this department ensured to the smooth transition into the organization by the conducting orientation program and consistent new employees in setting into their roles, because they won't should feel they hesitate about this is the first day in my office, how I'll organize it. So HR is the main filler of those all things. They will connect, the HRs will connect to the employees with their job roles during the orientation program. Now the next step is the training and development. So what is the training and development in HRM? It refers to a system of educating employees which have been recruited in the company. Within a company, it includes various. They will introduce various tools, instructions, and activities designed to the improve employee performance according to the work requirement. It's an opportunity for the employees to increase their knowledge and upgrade their skills with this training schedule. And they learn focus on enhancing the skills and knowledge of the employees through training programs, workshops, and the development initiatives. It improves performance and boosts productivity in employee. And why they will do so much effort for the employees? Because the every time I say to you all that they are focused for the spontaneous growth of the organization. So if they want the growth of the organization, if they want the spontaneous growth of the organization for the benefit of the organization, that time they need well skilled employees according to their requirements. So during the training period, they will train them accordingly. Now in these all structure, next is a performance management in the human resource management. It is a very important aspect in HRM, because it is being used to create a work environment. After the training, after the orientation, they will create a work environment where people are motivated to provide their best performance and do quality work. So when the positive environment will be there, if the some support system will be there, the toxic environment won't be there, then they would be able to perform their best in the very qualitative way. And in the existing business scenario, the role of this performance management is really very huge and important, because if the positive environment will not be there, then people won't be able to perform well. They won't be able to give the 100% in a qualitative way for the growth of the organization. And this aspect involves settling performance goals and conducting regular evaluation and providing feedback to employees to help them excel in their roles. So one side they will perform, another side their feedback would be prepared by the HR, by the observation system. And multiple technical tools are there for the observation nowadays. They don't need to put much efforts over there. So now the human resource management structure and everything is connected with the technical tool. So it's not a very difficult task. Now the next part is compensation and benefits. So after your work, after the observation through the appraisal, now it's a time of benefits of the employees after their work performance. Like beyond the salary, what they will get, like it is relevant to the salary, monetary, and as well as non-monetary privileges also, like the some of the incentives and the offers for maybe travel offers with the family. Many things could be there according to your work performance and the organizational nature. It's being provided to the employees at the workplace by the organization, and this is really a very basic and the primary tool of the human resource managers to bring out the best potential of the employees in their work. Because if you want to keep motivated your employees for the long time, you need to learn something extra for them, some incentives, some plans, some tours, some travels, so they will feel motivated and they could perform best. So this is a role of the HR manager, how they would be able to bring out the best potential of the employees. It is said, no, better is the compensation and benefits, better is the performance and retentions. So it's all up to the HR what they plan, and from the internal motivation of the higher level of the productivity, compensation and benefit does it all. So in this department handles the salary structures, incentives, bonuses, and the employees' benefits to ensure fair and the competitive compensation packages. So this way they will try to perform in a very competitive environment would be their first thing is that. And second thing, they would like to give the 100% potential to the organization. It is really directly or indirectly it's connected with the organizational growth and the individual growth also. So it's all up to the HR manager that how do they plan accordingly. In an HR structure, the next is the employee relations. And what is the role of the employee relations in the HRM? So it refers to an organization's efforts to maintain positive relationship with the employees. So how they will maintain the positive relations with the employees, and this should be their goal to good employee relations, include inspiring employee loyalty, increasing engagement, reducing turnover, and creating a positive company culture. Maybe some employees could be tensed due to some family reason or the personal reason or the work culture reason. So this is the main role of the human resource manager, HR manager, that refer a positive environment and to maintain a positive relationship with the employees. And this division manages employee grievances, conflicts, and the workplace issues. It could be there, and promoting a positive and a very harmonious work environment, because internally when the employees will be happy and satisfied, so they could approach positively with each and every task of the organization. It is directly a benefit of the organization again. Now the next is, which is a really very important for each and every employee, and it's a duty of the HR and including the organization, basically how they could provide the very safe environment, healthy and the safe environment of the employee, because the health and safety is very important, because it protects your employees and any visitor to your business, such as if it is your client or the customer. Employees have a duty to care to ensure a safe working environment, and it is under the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974. But more than that, it's good also. It's not only a matter of act. It's good also for your business practices to adhere to the health and safety laws, because business that flout the law face losing its staff and higher recruitment cost, lower retention rates, and the lower profitability. So if you will provide the healthy features if you'll care for the employees' health and the safety and their wellness, then you would be able to recruit excellent employees. And this focuses here is on ensuring a safe and healthy work environment and complying with the health and the safety regulation and the promoting employee welfare programs. So your employees will trust you more than the other organization. So this is very important tool to apply in each and every organization to get excellent and outstanding employees for the welfare of the organization. Now the next is HRIS. What is a HRIS? This team manages the HR database, employee records, and the technology system to streamline HR processes. And really in this tool, it can help employers manage various aspects of the HR, such as payroll, benefits administration, and the compliance, where they may differ in the talent and the performance management, which is really sometimes exclusive, and meanwhile refers to the broad set of the people management practices that can be accomplished with the HRIS. Suppose that your organization is very big, you have a multiple branches and you have so many employees that you can't maintain the record, and so this tool is very helpful that time. It helps the business use technology to enhance their people processes and make both HR and their organization as a whole more efficient. And after that, as a result, they may be better able to keep pace with the evolving workplace trend. So these all are the, and it's really very beneficial also that you can maintain your record in a very efficient way of all the employees. Now the next structure is talent management and the successes planning. So what it is, a succession planning? It is a process of the mapping key roles and the skills within an organization and identifying the developing workers to take on critical positions when team members transition out of the team. So, and this approach comes into play when workers leave the organization for any number of reasons, such as resignation, termination, retirement, a leave of absence, or illness. That time need to observe that what are the main reasons of it. And the succession planning may also be needed in anticipation of workers moving to another team to receiving internal promotion, which is very important for your employees. Otherwise, they would feel for granted and disrespectful that no one is there to observe their talent. So this is a duty of the HR to manage the talent of the employee and for the succession planning, like for their promotion, for their increment, and stop. They shouldn't terminate the employees in that way, because it's not a good sign for any organization. If the employees are resigning from their side or they are terminating, it's not good sign for the both. So effective succession planning requires both supporting workers so they can make successful career transition and taking proactive steps to minimize lost productivity when a worker leaves their role. So this is very important from the HR side, and it is very beneficial for the organized, because the companies without succession planning in place risk a decline in productivity and the business performance. Because if they will ignore their employee, if they will ignore this very important structural step of the organization, they will lose something. And at the same time, individual is staying in the team may and upworked or with a lack of the insight into how team responsibility should shift when a leader or other team members exist the company. And this way they may prepare the future leader of the companies. Not only the future leaders, they may currently they may observe the talent of the employee, and they may give some extra department with the increment and all. And this aspect involve identifying high potential, like which employees have the caliber or the skills to do tasks nicely, and they're providing them the growth. If the employees will get growth and the opportunity in the same organization, they will not switch. And planning for the future leadership roles, like they may get the managers with the amongst the executives also, while observing their talents, so they don't need to switch. And they may give, the organization should give the privilege to their own employee while hiring from the outside. Now the next step is diversity and the inclusion. So what is a diversity and inclusion? It is a very well known and popular in each and every organization with the name D&I, because it's gaining momentum in the corporate world, and more companies are focusing on being diverse and incorporating D&I policies at all the workforce levels. So why? Because it's making your company diverse and inclusive, and is more than a matter of ethics. It is also a driving force of a growth, revenue, and the profit, and it refers to the set of the strategies, policies, and the missions adopted by a company to create and encourage inclusive workplace that attracts a diverse pool of talent from various cultural backgrounds. So it's all up to the organization. If you are managing things accordingly. And apart from being business advantages, companies with the D&I policies and the practices are more creative, more innovative, and the more supportive of different voices, thus attracting to top talent in any industry. So if you want top talent in your organization, you should work for the D&I, diversity and the inclusiveness. And this department works towards the fostering diversity and inclusion in the workplace, promoting equality and embracing diverse perspective. So people will feel honored. People will feel your people in the sense your employees. They will feel privileged. They will feel respected. So they would like to stay for a long period in your organization, which is really beneficial for the each and every organization, either it is a small or the big. Hence, today's topic was relevant to the HR structure. So, whereas I tried to explain much about in a very systematic and concise way to make you understand that what is the HR structure, it is which tools are important and which are not. So, it is a organizational structure matters because it provides a framework to align resources with the priorities defined in your business strategy and to embody the organization's culture, and that structure is directly impacts the company's ability to attract, engage, and retain top HR talent. So this is, you can't ignore it. If you want the welfare and the spontaneous growth of your organization, you can't ignore it, because this structure of the human resource management plays a critical role in shaping an organization's success by encompassing various specialized departments and functions, and the HR management ensures the effective utilization of the human capital while respecting them, while give them privilege, while recruit them in a particular department, while train them, while observing their talents, and the foster a positive work environment and supports the achievements of the organizational objectives, because your recruitment process and the organization's objective should be same. The HR structure is designed to attract, develop, and retain talented individuals while maintaining compliance with indoor laws and promoting diversity and inclusion. Labor laws. Sorry. So accordingly, you need to focus more and more about the HR structure, and if you will plan accordingly and your organization's HR policies and the technical tools will be systematic over there, it is really beneficial for the growth of the organization. Thank you.